Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews. I'm going to be doing the Resident Evil review a day thing that I set up for myself. So today, Thursday, is going to be Resident Evil. Friday will be Resident Evil Apocalypse, and so on, all the way up to final chapter. I'm not going to be doing the CGI movies, it's just the Milla Jovovich movies. And I'm not going to be comparing them to the games, I'm going to be just reviewing them as movies. So with that, let's get into Resident Evil. This one was done back in 2002. The casting for this movie, along with a lot of other problems in this movie, I mean, writing, acting, score, the score was interesting. It was Marilyn Manson who does the score for this movie, but it's not enough to make it good. The special effects were very subpar, even back in 2002. I know that they could have done a much better job with some of this. This movie kind of reminds me, objectively, of a sci-fi, cheap-ass sci-fi flick from the Sci-Fi Channel before it went to SYFY. Now, subjectively, by my own opinion, I like this movie. I will give it a 4 out of 5. There are still continuity errors that, because of my ability to focus on these errors, kind of diminish the score for me. The handwriting, the mistakes that they make with certain movements and placements and whatnot, it just makes this movie very hard to thoroughly enjoy. Don't get me wrong, I like the Resident Evil franchise. I really do. I thought they were good movies subjectively, but they are heavily flawed in many ways. Now, as for Resident Evil, this one, I did like the movie, but the casting, like I said, I only recognize Milla Jovovich and Michelle Rodriguez. The rest of the casting, I've seen the guy who plays Alpha in, he was in AVP. He played Max in AVP, and he was also in the Arrowverse, where he played, what's his name? Green Arrow's mom's new lover after her husband died. But anyway, he's also a good actor. Actually, he does a very good American accent in this movie. Now, there was another one, the guy that plays Spence in this movie. I've seen him in Altered Carbon, where he plays this rich, God complex douchebag, but I haven't seen him in much else except for A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger. So I do recognize them by face. I can't remember their names to save my life. Now, subjectively, I really do like the movie. It was a good take of the Resident Evil story, in my opinion. Now, because I don't compare it to the games in this review or at all, I think it's a decent movie. Like I said, it's one that you could turn your brain off and enjoy. But if you notice the mistakes and the flaws too much, they're gonna ruin your experience. So, if you turn your brain off like I do when I watch these movies, except for an hour or two ago when I had to watch it and be critical of it, it's a great movie. But yes, this movie is heavily flawed. Moviegoer, I will give it a 4 out of 5, because there are going to be people who compare it to the games. They're not going to like it because it's not accurate and whatnot. So I will be fair with the moviegoer and give it a 4 out of 5. Other people, if they don't compare it to the games, they will like the movie. This is a good popcorn flick to watch the movie, possibly have a chick next to you to hold her if she gets scared, kind of thing. If she's one of those kind of chicks, you know? Anyway, folks, that is going to be the review. It's a good movie. Objectively, it's not so much, but it's still one that you can turn your brain off and enjoy. Anyway, that will be the review. That will be the video. Y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below of this Resident Evil movie. I will be doing the reviews for the next ones over the next few days. So if you have issues with any of the other ones, save the comments for those comment sections, and I will get to them. Now, before I go, I want to give a big shout out to LGD or LDG, DJ Odyssey, Captain Trek, and Mando Merc, and a couple others, because they helped me back on Tuesday to reach my 500 subscriber milestone. I'm halfway to monetization. Am I going to actually monetize myself after I reach it? Maybe. I'm still not sure. But until then, I finally got to 500. I'm still climbing. Road to 1,000. Once I get to 1,000, I will be doing an embarrassing Q&A where you guys get to ask me any question you want, and I will answer it truthfully, no matter how embarrassing. Anyway, stay tuned for this Friday, tomorrow night's live stream. It's going to be the versus stream of Darth Vader versus Darth Malgus from the Old Republic game. So definitely stay tuned for that. We got OG Star Wars back. We got Ryan Kinnell, hopefully. We got Mara Jade, most likely. Ambassador and Annihilus are definitely going to be there. So stay tuned, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, PM. And be sure to bring your Star Wars lore knowledge, because I'll be paying attention to the chat too and bring up anything you guys would like to say on it. Anyway, folks, thank you for getting me this far to 500. I truly do appreciate it. And hopefully, here's to many more. So, folks, thank you so much. I truly enjoy and appreciate all the support you give. I wouldn't be here without you guys. It is truly humbling that somebody like me actually got his way to 500 subscribers. And like I said, if I had a billion or a million subscribers tomorrow, I would still engage with each and every one of you. So thank you, each and every one of you. You guys are my foundation. Anyway, folks, this has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.